I hope this video finds everybody safe. My name is Felicity Fletcher. I'm an avid reader, hopeful author, practicing witch and astrologer, and I do weekly astrology videos. This video is covering the week of Sunday, June 15th through Saturday, June 21st. I'm going to start this video a little bit differently. I am going to start this video with a warning. If you are not in a good headspace right now, if you are easily upset right now, if you are overwhelmed right now, this is not the time to watch this video. Take time for yourself, do some meditation, go outside, process everything that's happening in the world right now, and wait till you're ready. The other thing is, if you have any support over or for the administration in the United States right now, this video is not for you either. If you are ready and willing to learn, I'm more than welcome to talk to you, but unfortunately the experience has been that those who support what's going on right now are not ready to hear the truth. And I don't have time to argue. I don't have time to argue. I am a firm believer that no one is illegal, that everybody has a right to life regardless of where they live or what class they were born into or what family they were born into. Everybody has the right to life. No one can be illegal. My line in the sand is that people should not be murdered. And if you support anything going on in this country right now, or basically around the world, that is a line that you do not have. So, if you believe any of that, please turn this off now. I'm not arguing with you. But if you are in a good headspace, if you are willing to agree that people should be allowed to live, then welcome. This is not a good video. This is not good astrology to talk about. This is terrifying. It's taken me a while to sit and process and be ready to sit down in front of a camera. And I want to talk about it the best I can. I'll see what I can do. So, those in the United States are looking to Saturday the 14th. We've already discussed the Saturday of the 14th. What we do need to always remember is that the energy of aspects can be felt for days in advance. So right now we are specifically talking about Sunday the 15th, but we will be feeling the effect of these aspects prior to it and going into the 15th. I don't make exact predictions, but going into the 15th, we all need to stay safe, take care of each other, focus on friends, focus on family. So specifically, the astrology that's going on is a Mars-Uranus square and a Jupiter-Saturn square. Squares are not happy aspects. They are not even really productive aspects. They are two planets that are fighting each other. They are two planets that are not happy with where the other one is. They are two planets that do not want to get along. Specifically, this Mars-Uranus square brings with it a lot of impulsiveness. It brings with it erratic energy. It brings with it the need for an outlet. In ourselves personally, we need to find ways to have creative outlets during this time. We need to find ways to move our physical body. We need to find safe and productive ways to release the fear, the anger, the frustration that we will be feeling. Take the time right now to make an emergency plan. Will you try to draw a picture? Will you write down your words? Will you carry a notebook with you? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to carry a notebook with me everywhere I go, probably for the next week at least. And every time I start to get angry, every time I start to lash out, I'm going to write down my feelings instead. But if you are someone who likes to physically move your body, maybe plan some extra workouts, plan some extra activities. Get out into nature the best you can. Have an outlet. This is going to be a time where everything and everyone who's different is going to feel threatening. Those of us who are open to diversity, it's not going to be quite as threatening, but those who are very secluded, who do not have as much experience with diversity, will very much be lashing out because they will feel threatened. People will feel like they can't be held down. No one is going to be listening to anyone else. Authority can suck it, which I like, but also can get very dangerous. People are not going to be listening to each other. There's going to be no grand schemes to work together. There's going to be no one person with a bullhorn getting everybody else to listen. And we will see this everywhere. We will see this within designated structures, such as the military, the Marines, the National Guard. We will see this among civilians. This is an energy that, even discounting everything else going on, this is a time that I warn people to be careful while driving because accidents are more prevalent. This is a time that has history of this energy specifically, has a history of being active during times of riots, coups, and war. And remember, coups aren't civilians. I did a little bit of a deep dive into a certain someone's solar return. Solar return is what is going on during a person's birthday, basically. I looked into a lot of the fixed stars, and I'm not going to go into details, but this is a time that we need to focus 100% on our safety, on the safety of our family and friends, and the safety in our community. While this is also happening, we have Jupiter square Saturn. Some words to describe the feelings that we get during this aspect, during this energy, is doubt, uncertainty, issues with immorality, injustice, despair, inner tension and turmoil. This energy holds us down. This energy takes from us. This energy makes us believe that we're not worthy. It has us questioning everything we know. Whenever Jupiter is square Saturn, ignoring everything else that's happening, we find ourselves with a lack of opportunity. We find ourselves fighting hardship. That can be financial, that can be mental. It's a time that usually brings with it addiction, destructive habits, unhealthy coping mechanisms, lashing out. It's an energy that challenges beliefs and causes a lot of turmoil in the process. It's a very depressing, very despairing energy. So we deal with all of that on Sunday, and Saturday for a little bit, but Sunday. And then Monday the 16th, the moon moves into Pisces, which does not help anything at all. The moon in Pisces is all about delusion, confusion. Pisces does not acknowledge boundaries, personal, physical. Pisces sees its reality, and that's the reality. And nothing can change that. This is going to be a time of people seeing what they want to see and not listening to facts, not seeing what's actually happening. This is going to be the mainstream media showing videos of cars on fire without discussing the fact that those cars were sent in by the government as forms of surveillance. In case you didn't know that, those driverless cars have so many cameras that Google sells the images and the video to the government, and those were sent there on purpose. So you see that, and you don't see the hundreds and thousands of people that are just dancing, that are having community, that are taking care of each other. So Moon moves into Pisces, and this gets worse. Don't trust what you're being told. Don't trust what you're being shown. Question all of it. Tuesday, the 17th, Mars moves into Virgo. This just pushes us to work. We are all going to have to work harder. We are all going to be focused on details. There's going to be this overarching theme and this overarching push to get things done, both within ourselves, but also what we're going to be feeling from other people. We are going to be pushed harder. There's going to be more push to get things done at work. I'm not going to go into my anti-capitalist rant here, but if you are interested, let me know. I will 100% do that. But this is not a good time for being at work, because there's going to be a lot of push. We also are going to have an inner push, so we will want to make ourselves better. We will be okay with doing work for our inner selves, but that's going to be coming both, like we're going to be putting pressure on ourselves, but we're going to be having pressure put on us. This is also a time of performance reviews. So this tends to be a time that when Mars is in Virgo, that you hear a lot of feedback. I'm ready for feedback about these videos, so I'm not worried about that. But there also are places that I'm going to tell people trying to give me feedback that they can wait a month or however long it takes for Mars to move through. Then on Wednesday the 18th, Moon moves into Aries. This takes away some of the delusion, but pushes everything forward. Aries is a fresh start. Aries Moon brings us motivation. Aries Moon brings us righteous anger and the readiness to fight. So not sure if that's what we need right now. I mean, it's what we're getting right now, but that's going to be really interesting because we also have Jupiter square Mars. Or sorry, I apologize. That's not right. Jupiter square Neptune. Jupiter square Neptune, this is two bigger planets, so this is something we've been feeling. So the bigger the planets are that have these aspects, the more we feel it, the longer we feel it. Because they're slower moving, they've been closer to each other for a while now, or closer to this square. With this, it's bringing us a test of faith. It's testing what we truly believe in, but that Neptune square kind of takes away meaning. With the sense of delusion that comes with Neptune and Pisces, this really takes away anything concrete, everything believable. It takes meaning away from specific things that are said. It takes meaning away from what we are doing. It's harder to find meaning in the activities that we're participating in. It brings with it a lot of despair. Because if you don't have meaning in your life, if things don't make sense, that leads to despair. It brings with it delusion. It brings with it injustice. The other thing, during this time, if you feel paranoid, if you feel like something's not right, if you feel like there's manipulation going on, you're right. During this time, if you are feeling paranoid, there is something to be paranoid about. If there's a conspiracy that sounds real good, it makes sense, it probably does. It's going to be hard because we don't know who to believe, we don't know what to believe, we don't have meaning. I don't really have any advice. I don't know what life will look like at that point. There's enough going on with the astrology that I feel comfortable saying I don't know what life will look like. I don't know if your plans for Thursday will be there. I hope they will. But it's going to make things just extremely difficult. It's going to be hard to know what to believe, what not to believe. There's definitely an element of not knowing what is safe and what isn't. That's kind of the last of the absolutely terrible news for the week. It does get a little bit better. Friday the 20th, the moon moves into Taurus. During this time, we're really going to be seeking out comfort. We're going to be seeking out things that make us feel good. We're going to be looking for things that feel like luxury to us. We're going to be stubborn, but we're going to be stubborn in a way that says we are stubborn about taking care of us. And then final thing to talk about this week, and this is happening Friday as well, the sun is moving into Cancer. It is the summer solstice. I hope everybody has a blessed solstice. We celebrate the sun. We thank it for being here. We thank it for all the light it gives us. We get to see the greatest amount of light that gives us life, light that grows plants, that give us food. Light is so important. So while we have it, we need to celebrate it. While the sun is in Cancer, we will put a focus on protecting ourselves. The symbol for Cancer is a crab. We will focus on our shell. Not only that, we will be paying a lot of attention to our home, to our family, to our community. We will be focused on nurturing and caring, nurturing our loved ones, caring for them in recovery of all that's happened. We will be very, very attentive and very focused on seeking and securing safety for us, for our loved ones, for our home, and for our communities. We do tend to be more emotional while the sun is in Cancer. There will be a lot of feelings over everything that's happened, everything that's going to happen. There'll be a lot of emotions to process, a lot of things to deal with, but it will be a chance to take care of ourselves. This was a tough video. I debated not doing it. I debated just trying to brush over certain things. I don't want to censor myself. I don't have any exact predictions. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But like I said, it doesn't feel good. The astrology is one of despair. The astrology is one of injustice. Astrology always changes. We move through energies, we grow from energies, regardless of what energy we have and we deal with, regardless of how much it knocks us down, we always grow from it. It's hard to see that in a time when it feels like everything's just being knocked down, everything's being destroyed. It's hard to feel like that when you see the comparisons. But there is growth possible. The summer solstice teaches us that with the sun. So may everybody have the best week they can. And I will see you next week for more astrology.